My name is Harold Polio, and this is my life story. My childhood was very normal, but when I got to junior high, that's when things kind of changed. I was introduced to marijuana. That led to experimental drugs. I was a pretty good student. I was a B average student, but yet I smoked pot. It was my secret life that I lived. That life where my parents had no idea of the things that I did. And I honestly, truly lived two lives. My life changed from that point. It became a daily thing in a matter of a week. Honestly, that's how fast things changed in my life. The things that I did. Sometimes the devil uses that against me. I ended up being introduced into going to strip clubs, which eventually ended up me being introduced to pornography. My goals were to keep working, and pretty much my check would go straight into my drug addiction and hanging out with friends and pornography. Eventually that ended up changing me, and even now with the struggles of just thinking about it, but I pray that God keeps helping me in my walk, in my spiritual walk. The time when I realized that change had to be done in my life, it was when I decided to come back home to Arkansas. When I got home, my mom saw me. I was a totally different person. Everybody knew that something was wrong with me. Everybody knew that my drug addictions was pretty much not a secret anymore. Going through withdrawals is one of the worst things in the world that you could experience. And it was during that time that people were coming to the house every day speaking to me about the Lord, and I was just like, I don't believe in that. One night, between my withdrawals and me staring at the wall, I eventually said a prayer, because I was told that's all I needed to do. So I said, Lord, if this really is you, and if you really do exist, and if you really do the things you do, and all I have to do is pray and say, Jesus, come in my heart, well, here I am. Do your thing. Come in my life. I want to change. Do it. When I became a Christian, I was going to a Spanish church, and I did for several years. Eventually, life moved on. God changed my life, and I ended up in places that I never thought I would be. Me and my wife, years now ahead, we were looking for a place to come. And of course, there was that barrier where she spoke English only, and I went to Spanish church. And my wife's best friend, her husband had passed away suddenly. And out of support, we came here to that church to support her. One of the things that really moved me was to worship. I always loved music. Not expecting that it was actually a gift later on that I found out that God had given me. But it's in my heart for me to praise God. We were all meant to worship God, and He's made us to do that. And for me, it's just such an awesome feeling just to be part of that. And that's one of the things that I saw here at church. We could see the Spirit move. We could see lives being touched. I would have never thought that I'd be teaching people through worship. 1 Corinthians, but God chose the foolish things of the world to shame the wise. He chose a foolish person like me, an ex-junkie, to proclaim His name. I decided to have a relationship with Christ. I decided to walk and stay close to Him now, not walk away, grab on Him, latch on Him. And if that's something that I'm able to share with people, I will do it always.